They were the two only original professionals remaining on the show since its inception in 2004. And Anton du Beke has admitted he fears for his own role on Strictly Come Dancing after his brother-in-arms Brendan.Cold, 41, was brutally axed from the show last week after 13 years. The ballroom champion, 51, appeared on ITV1's Lorraine on Wednesday morning and said he was heartbroken to hear his fellow pro had got the chop, hinting it had been an editorial decision by BBC bosses and not due to Brendan's bad behaviour. Anton revealed he had no prior knowledge of the shock firing and only discovered the news when Brendan appeared on Lorraine last week. He said, "I was stunned.It was one of the saddest things I've watched on telly.I was heartbroken for him, for me a little bit as well, I'm going to miss him enormously." "I can't begin to tell you. I've known Brendan for a long time anyway, and we've been friends for many years, and being on the show together was lovely for me. You've got a brother-in-arms sort of thing. It didn't matter how bad I was, I could never be quite as bad or naughty as Brendan." He set a slightly naughtier bar higher than me, and that was part of his character and part of the fun with Brendan. But that is the business we call show. Anton also hinted that, while some believe Brendan was axed from the show due to his outspoken opinions and bad behaviour, he did not think it was the case. He said, "I don't think that had anything to do with it. I'm sure it was an editorial thing." "With us it's a year-by-year thing. You finish a series, huge success God willing, and at the beginning of the following year, where it's positive or negative." On the question of whether Anton himself will be returning for Strictly's next series, he said nothing is a done deal yet, but he hopes to be back on the dance floor in the autumn. He said, "I feel the same every year. We'll have to wait and see. You can't take it for granted." "We don't know what's going on, not trying to sound disingenuous. They call everyone at the same time, and then the discussions start. You know straight away, if you're not going to come back.To the positive, it's a sort of scenario to get to come into talks, contractual discussions." "It's a process.All going well, you're not getting the other phone call." Rumors have also circulated that Brendan could be heading to the States for a role on Dancing with the Stars, thanks to former Strictly head judge Len Goodman reportedly singing his praises to the show's bosses. On whether Brendan would be a good fit for the show, which has been the next step for several former Strictly pros including Artem Chigvintsev, Anton added, "He certainly could do it, he's very able to, and he's a big personality." "That's something he could do, he could have a whiz over there." Brendan first announced his departure from Strictly during an appearance on Lorraine last week, breaking down as he revealed show bosses had decided not to renew his contract. He said, "This is hard to talk about. BBC haven't renewed my contract. They have made an editorial decision not to have me back on the show." "I have had 15 incredible series on the show, they are a great team. I am very disappointed." It's an editorial decision. I will never know the ins and outs. A source told Mail Online show bosses were furious with Brendan bringing the series into disrepute with his comments, as well as his frequent rows with new judge Shirley Ballas on the 2017 series. An insider told Mail Online producers were said to be furious over his recent interview, in which he criticized his celebrity partners. They've always tolerated his rows with the judges as it creates drama and acceptable headlines, but this was a step too far.